But it is something that people talk about quite often when they're gatekeeping gaming, about, you know, not lowering the difficulty level, and, you know, do you persist spending 16 hours trying to get past one bloody fight, etc. I don't know if anybody else had, I don't know if anyone wanted to say anything about that, or if I'm just wittering.
I just had go ahead, Jem. I keep on speaking first. You go ahead, Jem.
I know. I was just going to say that, you know, because I'm because I have limited time, or I can get interrupted if my daughter's around and things like that. But I have found it difficult to commit to games that have that require that kind of length, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't play Dragon Age Inquisition when it first came out, and my husband played it, and I'd actually got him into Dragon Age. But it was just, I just felt like I can't commit to this. I can't commit the time. And that's one thing that I feel with online gaming now, actually, which is one reason why I don't do more online gaming, because again, it just feels like a massive commitment of time, and I don't want to do that. And I don't, you know, so I do find that an issue. And I think what I have done is I have changed my attitude to the difficulty level, and I am happy now to just go, do you know what, I'm just playing this for fun. This is, I'm not out to prove anything to anyone, and if I want to come back and do it on a harder level, then I can. But, you know, it's like I'm playing Resident Evil now, and I do, you know, I mean, only a crazy person goes in to do it at a hard level the first playthrough anyway, because it's terrifying. But I just, you know, I didn't kind of agonize over it. I was just like, no, I'm going to do it I didn't go in as easy, but, you know, I went in at the regular level, and I think that's, you've just got to, this is, it's a fun thing to do. It's you know, gaming is something for fun. It's not a job. It's not a chore. And if it is, then don't do it. I mean, that is what happened to me. Yeah, exactly. And I think you just have to go in at whatever level works for you. And I have had conversations with my daughter about platforming games recently, because she was doing the Astro game that comes with the PS5, and she was talking about how it's a platform game and how lots of people online are like, oh, platform games are not proper games. And it's just like, well, okay, you know, who made you the ruler of what is and isn't a proper game? And so she was saying, but they are proper games, which they are, as we know. Well. But yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a lot of gatekeepers out there who are saying, like, oh no, you shouldn't, this isn't a proper game, or you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that. Well, you know, I mean, as feminists, we know damn well that, you know, people can't tell us what we should and shouldn't do.
And platformers are hard as well, damn you. I was playing some Mario to try and get over the bloody stealth mission, and then I got stuck on this bit we had to jump over. Anyway, Matt, you were going to say something.
Yeah, it just made me think, how you just saying then, talking about easy mode, it just made me realise how internalised that message of play it on normal or more. You put it to easy, you're pathetic, you're not manly. It's that it really made me twisted then just thinking about that. And you're talking about your daughter saying, oh, they're not real games, so can you play this? Oh, yes, and it's a game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just that bullshit thing, which is exactly what the patriarchy does as well, which is it beats a message into you, and then you end up beating that same message back into yourself for the rest of your life. So what we were doing just then just made me go, oh yeah, I went onto easy mode for the last boss of Village. And because I wanted the story, I enjoyed the challenge the way through. And then because you can choose challenges. There are enough challenges in life that you have no choice to overcome. And so if you've got an option to make a challenge easier, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So Tom, very nice, which I feel we ought to give both Tom and Daniel a shout out. They are nice regular viewers who contribute in the chat. Thank you very much. It's been a good 6 months with you guys too. And yeah, Tom, you know, saying difficulty should be opt-in. Some people are going to want to do that sort of thing. My brother absolutely loves roguelike games, which are games that are like the old game Rogue, which was famous because it was horribly hard. But they're based, you know, those sort of procedurally generated running games where you're running through, like Crypt of the Necrodancer that I streamed the other day, and those sort of things. And they have a place and they're good fun. but you shouldn't have to be forced to do something horribly difficult to get to the end of the game. I mean, I really liked on Sayonara Wild Hearts, which has this beautiful visuals and beautiful music. And every time I got really stuck, this lovely voice pops up and goes, "Would you like to skip this bit?" If you wanted to, you can, and you can still enjoy the music and the beauty and the visuals.
I want that in real life.
But that is so ingrained in me, Matt, that I didn't click that once. Because I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm glad also that Tom agrees with me that platform games are, in fact,
definitely.
Some of them are really bloody hard. I've probably played more platform games than anything else, to be honest with you, over the years, but such is life. What are we talking about? Oh, yes.
I had one last thing on the difficulty.
Of course you can. It's always a good topic.
Yeah, so things like Dark Souls and Nioh and Sekiro, they are they're like the gold standard of, there's one difficulty level, which is really fucking difficult.
Yeah.
But the reason I think those games are, particularly I'm feeling it with Sekiro right now, is they are painstakingly crafted to create the level of difficulty. It's not just difficulty levels, are you just changing the stats basically. Mm-hmm. You've got this amount of health, then you've got this amount, then this amount, then this amount. They hit this amount of this with this amount of power. But these games, nothing is just standard. They don't just go, oh, we'll have that attack and this attack and this attack. It's a proper ecosystem of difficulty, which is why I don't think they need normal difficulty levels, because it's literally about getting good. You need to learn how to do it properly without having any ability to opt out. And then that's what allows you persevere, and then you actually become so good that the earlier parts of the game becomes easy. The game becomes easier because you get better at it. And that's the purpose of those particular games.
Yeah, and I agree. The perseverance is something that I know I'm very guilty of not persevering. I am somebody who just goes too hard, I'm giving up. So it's been nice to feel forced to persevere in a good way, for fun, for hopefully some positive.
Being forced to have fun.
Although, when my other half was playing Dark Souls, I did have to say to him after a while, I was like, are you actually enjoying yourself? You don't seem like you're having any fun right now. And it has put me off ever trying Dark Souls, I have to admit.